108. 108. Third quarter roundup we're going to do today. 3,550 deep knee bends, push-ups, sit-ups, toe touchers, 800 so far this month. 1,550 is a goal for the month. Boy, when you're doing 50 a day, they rack up quick. 27,290 for the program. And we are going to click on the link tree in the bio, aren't we, guys? Free downloads, free products, free home market evaluation. And if you're enjoying watching your senior moment, then you're going to share it online. All right. Remember, you can make your home a healthy home, and it all starts with you, and it begins right now because it's young living or assisted living, and we don't want assisted living. All right. We're going to do a real estate roundup today because I like doing that about once a quarter, and we're already well into October. It was outside this morning, 40 degrees out. Woofda. She's getting a little chilly in there, and winter is coming down the pike. All right, so what do we got for the third quarter? I'll just show you where we are today. Right now, there are about, and remember that all this is a snapshot in time. So whatever I collected these numbers, 2 days later, they're a little obsolete, but they've been very steady throughout the year. Right now, we've got 6,030 listings, active listings on the market right now. I like to look at the 7-county metropolitan area. That's the core area of the Twin Cities that where most of the population resides. 6,030. That's just off slightly from a week ago. In 2021, on January 1st, we had 3,777. So we're about twice as many listings, are a little bit up, 37% up more listings now than we were at the first of the year. But if I look at in 2020, a year ago, we had 6,700. This year we have 6,000, so about 700 listings down. If you go back to pre-COVID, that's when you can really tell. We're off 56%. Our listing inventory is down 56% from pre-COVID, 2019, same week. So that's a big deal. And we've been feeling that pinch. It's been reported ad nauseum all year long, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. This is what's an interesting thing. Our new pending listings, in other words, properties have sold this week, and so they've gone into that pending status, either waiting for inspections, waiting for approvals, waiting for association docs and things like that. 1,222 this week went in, about the same number as last week. The high point of the year was 1,500. That was the most we had in one given week. Last year in 2020, same week, it was 1,400. So we're off about 14%. But we're up from 2019 and up from 2018, which is just really, when you consider the low inventory and the number of properties that have gone pending that have sold, we're really doing a pretty good job with what we've got. So properties are being snapped up. There's no question about that. We got our absorption rate is running about a month on a single family home. So what that means is if not a single property was listed new, it would take about a month, 30 days before we'd run out of homes to sell. We have sold through them all. So new listings coming on the market. 1,400 new listings came in this week. The high for the year, I think was, what was that? What was that? Lost my numbers here. I'll pick that up later. But here, MLS, here's some quick things that are interesting, because just to give you a little bit of an idea of where we are relative to where we've come from. In 2007, now that was right in the middle of the market crash for real estate, remember that. But in 2007, in July of 2007, we had 29,390 homes on the market, homes for sale, almost 30,000 homes for sale. The all-time low number of homes for sale was actually this year in March. And in March, we had 3,000 homes for sale. So we go from 30,000 to 3,000, a 90% decrease in the availability of property. So it's no wonder that people are having a hard time finding houses, and there's multiple offers on a lot of it. Now, having said that, it seems like the inventory and the market itself is kind of plateaued a little bit. You still have certain pockets in certain price ranges that are going to go, snap, snap, snap. They're going to just fly off the shelf. All of your entry level, anything really under 400,000, if it's decent, is going to fly off the shelf. Um, and remember, I said if it's decent, this the buyers of today are a little bit more resident to pay too much. I mean, we hear that a lot. I don't want to pay too much. I think people are kind of walking on eggshells a little bit. They're worried about kind of where we're going to go over the next 6 months or 9 months in terms of our economy. And so they're being a little bit less aggressive, I would say. And I was going to say more cautious, maybe less aggressive is a better way to put it, in terms of their bidding on a property. You still need a place to live. And home values continue to increase in price, although not at the pace that we have seen in the first part of the year. So that's your real estate roundup so far for this third quarter. What's the forecast for the fourth quarter? I think we're going to see just more of the same. I think we're going to just see kind of a sideways movement in terms of inventory levels. I think you're going to see normal-ish activity considering those levels of inventory until we get through the end of the year. Spring, I think it's going to be Katie bar the door again. I think we're going to have a real busy, real active spring. Weather being a factor into that. If we have a heavy snowfall and a heavy winter, it might slow things down a little bit. Maybe it'll get a chance to build some of that inventory back up again, but we've got a big hole to climb out of with regard to inventory. The market's robust. One of the things that we like to point out is that these are existing homes for sale, properties that are built and on the market. There is a lot of new construction out there, and new construction is starting to ease up a little bit as materials start flowing back into the system and they can actually get something built. But if you go into development, they've got 2 houses built for sale. They probably have 200 lots that are available. So there's a lot of push towards or movement towards that new construction, but that's not a quick fix either, because it takes a long time now to get a house built. Quite a few years ago when we were building, we could build a house and we had a 30-day plan, a 30-day cycle, 30 days from permit. We could have that house up very tightly scheduled. Now it's like, if you got a house of any size at all, it's 9 months or a year to get the house built, which is a little bit obscene, but hard to lock in your financing when your close date is a year out. But we'll deal with it like we deal with everything and work through the challenge. Point of it is, if you got something to sell, you're in great shape. And for you empty nesters and people who are thinking about downsizing, you're in terrific shape. We're dealing with quite a few people now who have another place already to go to. They've got a lake place or a place in the country or a place down south, and now they just want to liquidate the asset that they've got here, and they're in fantastic shape. So if you know of someone who's thinking of moving down south into their Florida home permanently and want to get rid of their Minnesota house, I'd love to have a chat with them, because we're seeing a lot of that movement. That's it for today on our senior moment. Remember, the older you get, the longer you want to live. And I'm Keith Hittner Senior. Have a great Saturday, and we'll see you later.